So guys, here's my mom right here. We're like best friends. We're like sisters. I always tell her. I always tease her and say I'm like her big sister. Because that means I'm bossy. And these people think, oh, you're gonna be so embarrassed. No, my mother's bossy back to me. We love each other. This is what love is. Love is when you do not have to mince words, when you can be yourself and be your full self with someone, and that person brings out the best in you and the best. And hopefully vice versa. My mother doesn't want her voice on camera now because these people kind of, they're capable of anything. And that's why they're so dangerous. But I'm going to talk about this is Stalkers Will Be Exposed, the experience with the lawyer that I alluded to in the previous video. In that video, I mentioned that there's a attorney-client confidentiality that I think that attorney breached. It wasn't a criminal case. It was a simple case. She was I did most of the work. She was just supposed to negotiate a financial deal. Like I said, I was generating income in a business that's legitimate. I have a tax ID for that business, so this wasn't something I just made up out of nowhere. But I worked and I had a job and I needed to hire an attorney. During the course of the negotiation, I had to I asked my mom to refresh my memory on what happened. She said the incident with the lawyer wasn't going well. And I said to the lawyer, listen, maybe this isn't working out. And the lawyer, my mom said, no, we'll work something out, because obviously the lawyer wanted to keep me as a client. In the previous video, I'll tell you exactly what happened. That's my mom's recollection. She knows that towards the end, not only did the lawyer apologize to me, she caressed my arm, squeezed my hand and said, please don't hold it against me. This was such a good, she apologized. And I accepted her apology. So if these people have access to what the attorney did or said in the office, which they have, that's a breach of the attorney-client confidentiality agreement. That's another issue with this. So whatever this group is, they have absolutely no right to breach my privacy, breach a written agreement that I had with the lawyer, which is then violated. I cannot discuss the issue, but I will discuss what happened. The lawyer was trying to get a little bit more money and asked me too many questions. What's the matter, Ma? Here's my mom talking. All right, my mom wants me to speed this up. Anyway, she asked my mom to leave the room, and I didn't feel comfortable with it, but she insisted. My mom left the room. She asked questions. She then called and asked me too many questions, and I wasn't happy with that. And I told her, here, that's my mother. And my mom, I said, listen, maybe we're having a difficult time. Let me see if I can get a relative. Maybe I'll ask a family to help me with this situation. She didn't take it as a threat. She said, no, we're fine. She then followed up. We emailed each other. She apologized, and the issue was dropped. That was in 2012. So what is that? A decade ago. How she breached the confidentiality agreement, or how these people are trying to twist it now, it was a business transaction. I am a career person. I was a worker. These people. So here's my mom saying, yeah. My mom is also getting frustrated with this situation because she knows the truth. Ma, do you have anything else to say?
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's for them. These are for the stalkers. Goodbye. You're violating our privacy. You're following me around. You're trying to dig up things and make things that are untrue. True. I will be calling that lawyer and letting her know this is happening. When they came into this apartment and broke in, they made copies of all these emails, and they've mixed it up thinking that I wouldn't remember what happened. That is what happened. And the lawyer apologized. I did not have to apologize.